Hello guys, myself Tenlika. Welcome to Learning Ladder of C language. In this tutorial, we are going to discuss about data types in the C language. In C language, basically there are three types of data types: character, integer, and float. Here, the character is a data type which is used to store characters like alphabets, symbols, and integers are the data types which is used to store whole numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the float is a data type which is used to store real numbers like decimals, exponential values. In C terminology, character is indicated as char, and integer is indicated as int, and float is indicated as float. First, let we discuss about characters data type. To declare a variable as a character, first we have to mention a data type char and the variable name a, and we have to assign the value as some characters like b and end with semicolon. In this char is refers that this variable is a character type of data type, and here a is a variable to store a value b. The b refers as a constant value that is stored in the variable a. A can hold any constant value by varying these memory locations, but b is a constant, it doesn't vary change until the program ends. But here the a variable can change its constant value by the manipulations or changing the value to be stored in the variable. In the character variable, there are two types to store the character. One is by using the single quotes. Other method is by mentioning the ASCII values. Here, to specify an character, we have to use single quotes. But for specifying the ASCII value of a particular character, we are not need to use in single quotes. Here, what it means that the b holds a character which has an ASCII value as 123. In C language, every character and every integer and symbols holds an ASCII values. Based on the ASCII values, the characters are taken into a program, and similarly, based on the ASCII values, the outputs are given to the output screens. Similarly, the characters data types as another defined type like signed characters or as unsigned characters based on their properties. Signed char. In this signed char, we can use both negative ASCII values and the positive ASCII values. Basically, these data types are character data types are has a range between -128 to 120 plus 128 ASCII values to store. But if suppose we are mentioning that it is a signed character, then we can store the value from -128 to +28. Suppose we have to store an positive values into memory, then we can declare it as an unsigned data character data. While specifying this unsigned character data, we can store only the positive ASCII values like 224. Here what it means, the extension of an positive ASCII values were increased by declaring it as an unsigned characters. Internally, the program will calculate an exact ASCII value of an 1.224, and it will display a particular character to the output screen. The range of an unsigned characters vary from 0 to 225. Now let's discuss about an integer data type. To declare a variable as an integer data type, we have to mention an int and variable name and the value to be stored. Here, the A is a variable and 24 is a constant. 24 cannot change entire program because it's a constant, but A can store an n number of data constants to this memory location by varying these memory locations. As similar as character data type, here integer also has unsigned integers. Integers. So the signed integers can hold both and positive integers and the negative integers, and unsigned integers too. Unsigned integers can hold only the positive values. If these integers, the integers values can be ranges from negative 32768 to positive 32768. If suppose we are declaring it as an unsigned integer, then the range is extended to 0 to 65535. Here, by default, the integers are signed in. By default, the integers are signed integers. If suppose we have to specify specific properties to the integers, then we can specify them unsigned integers. If suppose we are in need of to store an value greater than the range specified by the compiler, then we can use a long keyword to increase an range of an data type, integer data type. Similarly, in long integer type also there is two types of integers: unsigned int and signed into. And there is another properties like short. Suppose we have to give a restriction to an integer data type to store a small value, then we can use a short integer type. By using this, we can save in memory occupied by the data type, by the variable data type. Similarly, in short 2, we have an assigned and unsigned to. Now let's see about a float data type. To declare a variable as a float data type, we have to use float keyword and then variable name and the value to be stored. In the float variable, in the float data types, if suppose we are not we have to store a value which is greater than the range that's specified by default, we can use double float to increase the range of a data type. Now let's see the ranges of each and every data type. If suppose we are using a signed character data type, then its value is -128 to +128. If suppose you are using unsigned, then 0 to 25, and memory required is 1 byte. The format which is used to specify then data type is C and C %C %C. Similarly, for integers, the ranges is -32768 to positive 32768. The range is 2 bytes and the format is %d. For unsigned, the range will be 0 to 65535. Similarly, I have specified for all the data types the ranges and bytes and formats to be specified. These formats are used to get a value from a keyword and to assign the value to the variable of particular data type. And similarly, it is used to print a value to the output screen for a particular variable data type. That's all about the types of data types. Later videos we will discuss about the what are the functions of a data types and how can we use the data types functions in our applications. And don't forget to subscribe to get alert for the next tutorial video. Thank you.